Ah, here we are. We're back again. Hello, Shane. Welcome, welcome along. Well, this is not quite going to plan, Shane. This is not quite going to plan. I completely lost internet there. I thought I'd better continue with the same stream, but unfortunately, that's a no. So I've had to restart the stream again. But anyway, hello everyone. Welcome along. I'm just going to leave it a couple of minutes and hopefully some more people will come back, but they probably won't because once you're gone, you're gone. Your audience is gone, so that's it. But anyway, we'll just sit here for a couple of minutes. Anyway, how are you, Shane? Are you okay? I'm doing pretty good, I have to say. Doing pretty good. Have you seen that ITV Retro on YouTube? They're basically releasing all the old ITC back catalogue very, very slowly on YouTube. Yeah, done Thunderbird, Stingray, Captain Scarlet, lots of them. But yeah, I'm going to check that out. Oh, hello, we're back again. Hello everyone. Hello, yes. Shall I just press rewind? Hello from me and Mr. TB. Welcome to part 2 of the stream. Wasn't supposed to be part 2, but my internet had other problems. Now, unfortunately, I've got a very old internet hub, which they keep saying to me, oh, you need to replace that. But no, because apparently the one that replaces it is worse than the one that I've got now. So that's why I'm holding on to it. But yeah, that wasn't good. I completely lost internet and I had to restart the box, which unfortunately is downstairs. So I had to do that, and it takes about 5 or 10 minutes before the box restarts itself because it's very, very old. And anyway, I've done it and we're back. But if I disappear again, I won't be back. I will be calling it a night. Okay? I will be calling it a night. But anyway, one thing I will say is I did manage to read all the messages. I was reading them out to myself because I thought I was still streaming, but I did read all the messages out. So I got all the way down to the bottom before I cancelled the stream. So there you go. Lionel Plessy was the last one saying about the stream was buffering. So there you go. Right. Hello, Mr. Helium Trophy. Welcome to the part 2 of my stream. Yes, part 1 wasn't very successful. YouTube took me off the air. Yes, they did. No, they didn't. My internet took me off the end. What internet are you with? I'm with Virgin Media. Yes, they're very good, but unfortunately they don't go all the way. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, Basil. Boom, boom, Basil. Yes, that's a very old joke, that one. This is going well. It is going well, isn't it? Amazing. Trademark cookie. Yes, pretty much. I'm doing great. ITV Retro is great. Yes, they've done all the Prisoner. Yes, they have. Yes, I've just started getting into the Prisoner again. Blimey. I haven't seen it for about 20 years, I think, something like that. I used to watch it on, was it ITV4 back in the day? But yeah, back into the Prisoner again. Love it. TB took the internet. Yes, he did. Oh, hello, Shane. Welcome back to the stream. So I'm sorry about this. Not my problems. Unfortunately, sometimes technical difficulties stop things. And I think this happened not last week, was it, but the week before. But it did actually recover itself and started up again. But this time it didn't. I've got a little kilobytes per second meter in front of me, which I constantly look at because it gives me the kilobytes, and it also tells me how many bars my stream is running at, which at the moment it's running on 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, which is full strength of the stream. I'm looking at that constantly while I'm talking to you and answering the messages to see whether the stream's actually still running. So I know pretty much within about 30 seconds or a minute whether the stream's going to go down or not. So yeah, I watched that, and at the moment we're all good. But as I say, if the stream goes down again, I will be calling it a night because I'm not going to restart it for the 3rd time. Anyway, Shane says, like you said, Dave, one of the circuits you mentioned on Racing Simulation 3 is Silverstone, but it's no longer the British Grand Prix, it's now the Irish Grand Prix. Yes, which makes no sense. Only one track missing from the game is Monaco. Well, we see how it goes. Here we go. Hello, Planet. Oh, they've all come back. Everyone's back. Well done. Well done. Obviously, I wasn't going to pack it in there and say that's it. I'm done for the night because, you know, we haven't really been there for very long. I wasn't gonna do that. So yes, give me a minute. I've got to compose myself again and get everything back to where it was. So give me a minute, please. Thank you very much. Right, that goes there, and that goes there. Right, we're done. Those CXX, yes, unbelievable. I was going to say, now, Mr. Planoplessy, don't worry, because I read all the comments before I restarted the stream. I said a couple of minutes ago, I did read all your comments. I thought the stream would restart again once the internet came back on, but I actually left a message in the stream saying, hello, is anybody there? And then I got a message at the bottom of the stream saying this stream has now ended. So what it did was that it cut the tie between YouTube and OBS, which is what I'm running on. Yeah, it cut the link, so it couldn't no longer send the stream out, so I had to restart it. But I did read all the messages all the way down to the bottom when yours was the last one, which said the stream's buffering. So I got all the messages, don't worry. And I know you said Hookster recorded Jive Bunny on the top. Yes, I did. I recorded Jive Bunny. I used to love that song. In fact, there was quite a few of them, wasn't there? There was about, I don't know, half a dozen, maybe more than that. I used to love Jive Bunny. Especially when they went back to the old songs. Anyway, I did a podcast on a prisoner many years ago. Wowzers, yes, good old prisoner. Also, you said one of the racing simulation 3 drivers called Mika Herbman. Wasn't he a rally driver? Yes, he was a rally driver. Yep. We need to mock Arava. That's too easy. When are you going to do a video on Jack Villeneuve's? I've also recorded a video on Jack Villeneuve's speed challenge. That's all recorded. So I've got lots of videos recorded. I've just got to edit them. The only ones I've got left now is F1 2002. I'm doing 100% race on that. I'm 20 laps into that at the moment. I'm doing that through emulation for the first time, and it's a pain in the arse. Not the emulation. The emulation's fine. That PCSX2 is a brilliant bit of emulation. Love it to death. Recording it is the pain in the arse bit, because unfortunately my laptop isn't powerful enough to play the game plus record it on OBS at the same time. It hasn't got enough welly on it, unfortunately. So I'm having to record it from an outside capture card, from basically just getting the laptop, plugging in a HDMI, going to a capture card and recording it that way. That is working fine, because it's taking all the pressure off the laptop. All the laptop is doing is emulating the game, which I say it does brilliantly for the PS2 games. It does a brilliant job at the emulation. It never slows down, doesn't do anything. But unfortunately, when I try to record it using OBS, it slows down to a crawl. It's like 50% of its speed, and you can hear the cars going wow, wow. You're like, oh dear. But if I record it off an external capture card, it's absolutely fine, because there's no pressure on it whatsoever. So yeah, I'm doing F1 2002. 100% race. I got F1 Racing Challenge, the other EA one, can't remember what it's called. It's up there somewhere. Career Challenge, that's it. F1 Career Challenge. I'm doing 100% race on that as well. And then all I've got to do then is something else, which I'm not going to reveal what it is, but it could be quite exciting. And then I'm done with the emulation for quite a bit, which is good, because it's a pain in the arse to set up and sort out. I've got laptops. I've got old laptops, new laptops, all sitting around everywhere, all daisy chain linked together just to record this bloody 100% races. It's ridiculous. Anyway. Paddock 43 against, yes, they did. Yes. Also, we need Jack Villeneuve on the all seasons. Yes, we do. That'll be something. Yes. With Cockney, don't forget. Yeah, I know, with Cockney. I had a Christmas album made by Jive Bunny. You did. I expect it was great, because all their stuff was brilliant. Jive Bunny. Jive Bunny was on top of the pops last week. Gary Davis said, I have a sneaky feeling this is going to be #1 in the charts. Yes. Also mentioning about one of the greatest Formula 1 drivers. It's a shame I never got to see Ayrton Senna race, as he died in 1994 in Imola, and I was born in 1998. Yes. Hello, Mr. Regal's back as well. Here goes. Time to get that hour of a video I sent you up. Yes, the Hookster is too busy getting all the Spice Girls on this all seasons rubbish. Yes. I think I'm done with the Spice Girls. I've got someone else for this week. But yeah, we definitely need Jack Villeneuve at some point. Anyway. Right. Where was I? I'm completely lost at what I'm doing now. after that distraction. We're gonna go to Arava in a minute, who was reviewing F1 98. We'll do that in a minute, but first we'll just have a look at the F1 news and see what's going on. No, that's not the F1 news. See, it's all going to pot now. It's all going to pot. I'm all over the place now. F1, there it is. F1 news. Here we go. Top stories of. Let's actually refresh that because they may have changed. They have changed in the last few minutes. Oh yes, because it's sprint tomorrow, isn't it? Sprint race tomorrow. Yes. George Russell on Mercedes F1 future. Max Verstappen. George Russell says Mercedes remain in talks with Dutchman. There you go. There you go. George Russell makes Mercedes destiny admission with no contract on the table. That comes from Planet F1, which really aren't a reliable source. They're basically just a clickbaity thing, so we won't bother with that one. But this from Sky Sports, Max Verstappen says they're still in talks with the Dutchman. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure Max is going to Mercedes. I know, I've just seen an interview earlier where he says, oh no, it's nothing, my future's still here, but that's all sandbagging. We got no idea, but I'm sure he's going to go to Mercedes. I'm looking at this. There you go. See, look, it says, won't affect my future. Yeah. Don't believe a word of it, everyone. Don't believe a word of it. Now, if George Russell gets dumped for Max Verstappen, Toto Wolff, oh my goodness, because isn't Toto still George Russell's manager? Or did he stop there? I can't remember. I know he was his manager, but might have been a conflict of interest, so it might not be anymore. But if he is still his manager, Toto will get so much ridicule for getting rid of George Russell for admittedly a better driver. But yes, literally throwing George under the bus. Throwing George under the bus. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So there you go. That's the latest F1 news. Where's my chat? Oh, there's the chat. There's the chat. Senna helped McLaren with 15 of the 16 races in 1988. Don't believe me? Search Senna 15. Yeah, I see what you've done there. I see what you've done there. Yes. Unfortunately, everyone, there is a little story about Ayrton Senna. As everyone knows, I'm not going to say I still, because, he's dead. So, Ayrton Senna's greatest fan. Always was back in the day. But unfortunately, a little story has surfaced, I don't know, over the last few years, possibly 10 years now, about the fact that he was it going out with a 15-year-old, or he married? Didn't he marry a 15-year-old? Wait a minute. Let's put this to bed, shall we? That was definitely the wrong turn of phrase. That was no. Let's not say that, Dave. Let's not say that. No, I don't even know how that thought came into my head. But there you go. Let's put this to bed. But let's put this to bed. Actually, let's do what Lionel Plessy said. And wait a minute. What's this? What's this? The AI's gone crazy, everyone. Yes, Skynet has happened. Look at this. Look. Senna 15 could refer to a few things. It could be a reference to the medication Senna, specifically the 15 milligram table strength used to relieve constipation. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Right, let's go to a reliable source here. There we go. Daily Express. Can't go wrong with the Daily Express, as they say. Reject and pay? What's reject and... I don't want to reject and pay. Hang on a minute. Is there another option? Yeah, I accept. That'll do. No thanks. Right, here we go. I dated Ayrton Senna when I was 15 and he was 25. The breakup was traumatic. Ayrton Senna once dated the daughter of an entrepreneur when she was 15 years old. Ayrton Senna is widely regarded as one of the greatest F1 drivers of all time, with the Brazilian getting his hands on 3 world titles during his illustrious career. The F1 icon won 41 of his 161 races and tasted championship glory with McLaren in 1988, 1990 and 1991. Senna sadly died during the 1994 San Marino Grand Prix, which took place in Imola in Italy after his car crashed into a concrete wall. During his life, Senna found himself surrounded by glamorous women, including models, movie stars and F1 grid girls. He had briefly been a married man after getting hitched to Liliane de... Oh my goodness. Vasconcelos Souza in 1981, with the couple separating months later. In 1985, Senna then embarked on a relationship with Adrienne Yamin, who is the daughter of a Sao Paulo entrepreneur. Yamin was only 15 years old when the two began dating and was often accompanied by her mother when she first started meeting up with the F1 hero, according to reports. Yamin has now released a book which details her time with Senna, and during an interview with online platform Mia, she revealed it was a painful experience that required a lot of courage. As you can see in our biography, we spent incredible years together. We broke barriers of age and distance. It was a struggle until one of us decided to enjoy life instead of married life. As I was still very young, because he was my first man in a very intense, challenging and emotional relationship, the breakup was immensely traumatic for me. This added to his subsequent choices of being with such different women than myself in many respects, which caused me confusion and embarrassment. They were from very different worlds, and it seemed like I no longer knew who Becco was. Because of all of this, for me to start my life over again, I really need to lock everything away, a drawer tightly closed for all these years. So I presume that was Adrienne Yamin. I was always sure of the beauty of our story, even though it didn't have the desired ending, and my commitment was to the truth of the facts. If our story denigrates Ayrton's honour or morals, I simply wouldn't have written it. I am convinced that our story dignifies the idol. It shows a man responsible, loving and affectionate who overcame difficulties to also experience pure love. This is getting a little bit distasteful, to be honest. He was also playful, lively, electric, fun in a good boy way, but with a touch of mischief. I felt cared for, loved and admired, even at my young age. We had an inexplicable affinity, an uplifting and zealous companionship. Okay, that's it. Right. Now, I would like to say that where Ayrton was living, that was not... how I believe it, that was not illegal. 15. That's how I understand it anyway. Where he was living, which obviously was Brazil. I think... What's the legal age of consent in Brazil? I don't know. So there you go. The legal age of consent in Brazil is 14 years old. So technically he wasn't doing anything wrong. In Brazil anyway. Everyone else would probably have issue with it, and I can see why. I can see why. Yeah. I didn't actually know that either. 40. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Really is. I mean, I think 16's too young for the UK, to be honest. I think that should be 18 years old. But 14 is that's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyway, let's move on from that, shall we? Wowzers. Wowzers. Oh, I've lost the chat. Where's it? There it gone. There's it gone. There it gone. Anyway, I don't want to say that I don't look at controversial issues as well as the fluffy stuff on here, and I have done. So there you go. So yeah, as I say, you morally you can, have a stand against it, but legally he wasn't doing anything wrong, because it was legal age in Brazil is 14, so legally he wasn't doing anything wrong. You just got to look at the moral side of that, haven't you? And think, a 25-year-old with a 15-year-old, would you not morally think to yourself that was wrong? That's what you got to think of, haven't you? But there you go. When one become none. What next? All saints on this all season. Yes. Hookster took a taste of his own medicine in the latest ERL race. Now you know how I feel racing behind you, especially at Monaco. I know. I couldn't get past him either. It was very annoying. All eternal. Yes. I'll accept it only because it's the Belgian Grand Prix. Verstappen is the greatest ever driver of a drinking company. He'll only be interested in Louise. Oh, Louise. I used to stalk Louise all the time back in the day. Oh my god. I used to watch that video. I can't remember which one it was of one of her songs. I literally used to watch it on repeat for about an hour every day for months and months and months. Yeah. Oh my god, that is so sad. I just saying that out loud makes me think, Dave, that's so sad. Really sad. I know it is, but that's what I used to do. I'm also thinking about doing a new series on my channel, which will be called the F1 All Seasons Championship. Nice. True. Wonder when you got that idea for, Shane. Yes. Anyone can get dumped for MV1, to be honest. It was a 23-year-old model. Paddock 69 says he's a non. He's a non. Senna is a non. Well, there you go. There you go. Yes, you can say that, because I know you live in the UK the same as I do. So yes, you can say that. But unfortunately, legally, he wasn't. Legally, he wasn't. Yes, morally, he was. Legally, he wasn't, because he wasn't doing anything wrong because of the age of consent. It's just crazy. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Mind you, if you go back to ancient times, oh, I don't even want to talk about this. Anyway, let's move on. I'm done. Unless there's some Epstein shit. When it comes to racing intangibles, Ayrton Senna is off the guardarm scale. In this series, I'll be starting it from the PS1 era with Formula 1, which is based on the 1995 season, then 97, 98, 99, 2000 by Studio for... I won't be including the EA games. That's very sensible. I wouldn't include them either. No, apart from F1 2000, which was great. Great. At least his contacts are in the book. Yes. Now that Top of the Pops is back in 1998, Spice Girls are about to release their new single, only for Run DMC to stop them getting #1. Yes, I remember that. Love it. And Jerry is about to leave. Adrian, yes, that's the one. Yes, you can. Reliable source goes with the Daily Express, a fascist sympathising newspaper. Yes, I understand that. But compared to something like F1 Planet or something like that, it's a reliable source. Because the subject matter they are talking about is not to do with what you've just said in the chat. That's how I define a reliable source. Yes, I understand what you're saying about the Daily, whatever it is. Is it the Express? I can't remember now. Daily Express. Yes, I understand that, but that was just purely for contents. That was a news article that had been written by someone about Ayrton Senna. That's only what I was using for context, which was a lot better than going to something like Planet F1, which would have totally blown it out of proportion and started coming up making up all their own shit, because that's what they do. That's the only thing I was saying about the Daily Express. And yes, I understand that it's not a very good newspaper, but none of them are. Let's face it, none of them are. You're just picking out of a very bad bunch of rubbish. That's why I never read newspapers anymore. I haven't done for about 10 years. An alternative world where it rains, Stroll is a pretty good racer. Yes, that bit of them saying the Israeli onslaught should stop was weird. Yes. Daily Express are vile. Yes, I understand. I understand what you're saying, but I hope you can understand what I'm saying as well. It's just a news article. It wasn't anything, as I say. And if I'd taken it from one of the other newspapers, they'd just, Sunday Sport. Imagine if that story was in the Sunday Sport. Oh my God. Then I'll be moving on to the PS2 era with Formula 1 2001 by Studio Liverpool, then 2002, 2003, 04 and 05. Fantastic. Says a lot about how far their crimes have got when their own funded media machines are turning against them. Helium. Absolutely. I agree. Then I'll be on the PS3 era with F1 Championship Edition and the PSP game 2009 and on the PS3 Codemasters F1 games. Nice. Perez and Zool to Cadillac next year. Quite possibly. Then the PS4 and PS5 eras. This story is making me feel ill. Yes, as you noticed, Mr. Paddock 69, I was starting to feel queasy myself as I was reading that out. That's why I was like, yeah. I basically started to read like a Jimmy Savile biography. Yes. Because I do remember reading that some of the girls caught up in that. It was, he looks after me kind of. Let's just move on now, shall we? Let's just move on. Yes, let's move on. Yep, at the time. This story is real bad, not going to lie. I agree. I want to see him play the F1 98 rubbish. Yes. Fucking hell. In certain parts of Mexico, it's 12. Right, okay, as you brought that up, I was just about to say what I was about to say earlier, which was like back in cavemen times, there would, because obviously, we're talking about brutal times when there was no really any laws or governance. The girls were having sex, having babies at 12 years old. That's what I was going to say, but I wanted to stop because, I'm not comfortable talking about this subject because I don't understand it. I never will, and I don't really want to understand it, so, but as you mentioned it, yes, you are right. In certain parts of Mexico, it is 12 years old. And there's only one word for that, and that's disgusting. Okay? Disgusting. 16 is about right, I feel. Yeah, I can understand that. I just feel that 18 would be a little bit better. But I can understand 16 because, it's better than America. I think that's 21 in it, which, ridiculous. Shouldn't be 21. That's just... Oh, it's my Viagra timer going off. So yeah, it's better than America. I just feel that 18, would be a more mature age. But I can understand where you're coming from, and yeah, once you reach 16, you're classed pretty much as an adult. So I can understand it. But just from a personal point of view, I just feel that 18 would be better. but I know it's never going to happen. So there you go. But as I said, 12. There's no other word for it, but disgusting. Disgusting. 12, disgusting. He and Toby says, yeah, 16 or 17 is fine. Yep. I agree. Where's my Dommy? I don't know. I sent him a message before I came on air, but I've not heard back from him, so I don't know. He promised he would be on the show last week with Joe as well, because he was at his house. He promised me he'd be here. I sent him a message. I said, where are you? No reply. It's just a lack of commitment. Lack of commitment, I'll tell you. Absolute tragedy. Really is. He naked. Yes, that was the one. That was Louise. Yes, that's just gone into my head now. Yes. Naked. Yes. Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Essentially sports or whatever they're called, clickbait. Yeah, all them sort of ones, as I say. So that's the only reason I was reading out that, because it was basically just a news article. But I understand what he's saying about the Daily Express. But as I say, if I'd have gone to like the Sunday Sport, they would have blown that up into, I just wanted the facts to, because I'd heard a lot about this Senna 15, but I've never looked it up because, as I say, it's a little bit difficult for me because he's always been a hero of mine. So, it's been difficult to, but to me, that's just a little bit yucky. But has it tainted my memory of him as a racing driver? No, because, that's a separate issue. I didn't even, at the time I was watching him and admiring him, this wasn't even known about. So no. But on a personal level, yeah, it probably has tainted my opinion of him slightly. Yes, I'd have to say that. But it's like everything in life, isn't it? As I say, you follow a lot of people and then you find out later on that they're not the person that you thought they were. That's why I say many times, about big YouTubers, any YouTube, anything like that. If you like them, then follow them and what have you. But don't adore them. Don't adulate them. Don't, put them on a pedestal and stuff like that, because you never know what they're really like. You never know what they're really like. Daily Sexpress, yes. Out of a time before we all throw. Yes, I must admit, I am starting to feel a little bit queasy myself. It's not a subject I'd even like to talk about because, as I say, I don't even understand the mentality. So, and I don't even want to go. I don't even want to understand the mentality, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I'm getting a little bit queasy. So we will move on in a moment. So, what do you think of the series that I'm thinking about? It's a good idea, Shane. I'd go for it. Go for it. You'll have a lot of fun with F1 97 because that's my favourite one ever. Yeah, we can move. Yeah. 21 is the alcohol age in America. Yes. Anyway, however, complete with sexy photos as in the Sunday Sport way. Yes. Also, rest in peace that mother and son who were deleted either yesterday or the day before. I suppose social media not being a thing back then was really a sort of thing, was a good thing, I guess. Yes, it was. I'll say there wasn't any social media back then, so we wouldn't have known stories like that. Anyway. Let me get it off your Facebook so I haven't got to hunt for it. I'll tell you, I'm starting to feel queasy right now. I am. I'm starting to feel queasy. So we're definitely gonna move on now. Queasy. Right. No, what am I doing? I'm on the wrong one. That's the one I want. Right, here we go. However, did a video on F198, and we're gonna do a little critique. Now, it's highly likely. Let me just wait for this advert to finish. And there's another advert. Right, here we go. Gotta get my headphones on as well. It's highly likely that this will get back to Arava as a copyright content match. So I just like to say this before I start the video, and that is, hi Arava, mate, fellow content creator here. How you doing? I just like to say I'm one of your biggest fans. No, seriously, I've been subscribed to you ever since the very first video that you produced on YouTube when you were just a wee little sapling. Yes, a wee little sapling. So I just like to say that basically I'm not trying to get money or views for your own video. No, I'm just critiquing your opinion of F198. So if you're watching this right now because you've been sent a copyright match from YouTube, I just want to say, hi mate, hi. Love all your stuff. Love all your stuff. So yes, here we go then. I think I got away with that. You might get a few hooky lures at your door, Shane. Paddock 69's best friend came out of retirement last week, or a few weeks ago I should say. That's good. Like I said, we'll only be doing one game based on the seasons 99-2000, which are both by Studio 33, not any other games based on these seasons. Right, okay. Have we got audio? I think so. Let's have a look.
The worst.
Oh, here we go.
That's got to go down as careless driving, Martin.
Today is a rather special day, ladies and gentlemen, because we are playing the worst Formula 1 game there ever was.
No. Sorry. That's factually incorrect, Mr. Arava. It is not the worst Formula 1 game there ever was. No. It's very, very bad, but it's definitely not the worst. Carry on.
Apparently. Formula 1
Yes.
98. I've scoured through the internet, and apparently this one is shocking. And that's surprising, because Formula 1 97 was a very well-received game with some really wacky out there kind of cheat codes and things like that. But yeah, we're delving into another retro Formula 1 game on this channel. Okay, hang on. Pause for a sec. Straight off the bat, okay, what I'm seeing here is Doctor Who vibes.
Yes. It was inevitable that Arava would start talking about Doctor Who, because everyone knows, or the OGs know, that he's an absolute Whovian nutcase. Yes.
Anyone getting that? You know, this is the intro. You know, this is where they play the music, the TARDIS be flying down the middle. Am I wrong? This really is a game from 1998. This is giving me such strong 90s vibes. Under official license. I would hope so, mate. Using Vizos technology. Apparently, it looked more like out of a part of a trailer for V for Vendetta. What's going on here? What's with the really mysterious music as well? Oh, I just can tell already. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. Enough of the weird, mysterious music. Now we're getting into the proper stuff. Here we go. It's actually quite... I always love the intros. The intros to these retro games are just something else compared
Yes, the intro to F198 is absolute class. I do agree.
to what we get now. Ooh, you know what? I rate this, you know. This is pretty saucy. Monaco, tunnel. The vibe of this intro is like a summer rom-com like trailer. And then, oh, beauty. What a logo. Lovely. This game is telling me it's loading the main menu. This is going to be a long day. Oh my goodness me. What is this menu style? I'm ready the music, you know. I like it, you know. It's like it reminds me of Wii music. Oh, there's there was a drum chime in there as well. Okay. Let's see what play options we've got. One player, two players. Okay, I'm guessing local 2 players maybe. Plus 1 player plus link. What does that mean? Who are we linking?
I'll tell you what that means, however, because back in the day, yes, you could link 2 PlayStation 1s together. Yes, I know. It was a thing, you know. Yes. Like back in the old days when you could plug 2 VCRs together with a SCART lead and you could record from one to the other. This was very similar on the PS1. Yes, you could link together, but what that meant was that if you had 2 TV screens, now normally on a PlayStation 1 game, if you wanted to do split screen, then that's exactly what you had. You had one screen and you had it split, half screen for you and half screen for the other player. It was a little bit wonky because you ended up basically looking at the other screen all the time instead of your own screen. Ended up crashing because you weren't looking where you were going. But with the link cable, this allowed you, if you were rich enough back in 1998, yes, and actually had 2 TVs, which is a crazy idea. Who the hell had 2 CRT TVs in their house in 1998? No one on the planet of Earth. But if you did have 2 TVs, you could link them together with the link cable available for the PlayStation, and you could each have your own screen, a full screen to play 2-player with. And I'll tell you what, it was the stuff of legend. It really was, and it worked very, very well indeed. So there you go. However, it's just explained it for you. Carry on.
Driver and team. Yes, let's have a look. What are these 3D models? Oh no. This, you know what this looks like? This looks like if you try to describe a Formula 1 car to someone in Scribblio. It's the same sort of shape. Right, so we got David Coulthard in the McLaren. Do we not get his teammate? No. We've got Esteban Turio. And
that's Tuero, Mr. Alva. Tuero, not Turio. Please.
And the logo is a lot worse. Did McLaren pay for higher definition logos on the top left compared to Minardi? Eddie Irvine, oh, what a cool dude! Eddie Irvine in the Ferrari. What are those tyres, man? Oh, Johnny Herbert. What does he look like he's coming for us? He wants to beat us up, mate. Change drivers down. John Lacey. Okay. Now I'm getting it. So Eddie Irvine, Michael Schumacher. Love. Right, Williams. We've got Frenson and Williams driver 1.
Yes, the greatest driver in the history of the world ever was Williams driver 1.
What's happened here? Why? Huh? Who was driving for Williams in 98? Are you
However, doesn't know it was Jack Villeneuve, and the reason why it was Williams driver number 1 was because he was licensed to the absolute brilliance of Jack Villeneuve's racing vision. That's why he couldn't be in the game. And if you're thinking, wait a minute, that was the same in F1 90. Yes, it was the same in F1 97 because he'd licensed to make this racing challenge, or whatever it was called, Racing Vision Nightmare, and it took so long to make, they scrapped the PS1 version, which was what it's supposed to be out on, and they made a PS2 version instead, which still took so long time to make. I think it was 2003 when it go. So literally, you're talking about a 6-year development cycle for a game that was absolute cack.
telling me that they couldn't get the license for Villeneuve?
No.
We simply have to drive as the Williams driver 1. It's like player 1. It's like our little in joke, but they've already made it for us. I want to know driver info. Driver Williams 1. Outer Mongolian, you know?
Yes.
What is this? Who is this driver? Birth date, 28th of January, 1973. Home of Monaco. But he's Outer Mongolian, apparently. Height, 1.68 meters. Marital status. Why is this on the F1 game? What did they get? They had 33 starts, 13 poles, 11 wins. Amazing. I still don't know who they are. From what I've seen of this game online, people say it's very lackluster. There's a lot to be desired. And you know what? I can see that from here right now. Where are we?
Oh, look, he's got the damage turned off, everyone. The damage is turned off. Does he call himself a professional or what? Now, come on. You cannot play F1 98 with the damage turned off. That's just damn cheating now.
How we... Oh, my God. What is going on? What is this? What are the heads-up display? This is the worst font I've ever... Oh, no!
Oh, he has got the damage on. I take it back. He has got the damage on. It just didn't register the first time.
Look at that front wing flying. Oh, no. I've gone backwards into turn 1. How? Oh, the textures have stopped loading. Can I spin this round? Thank you. How do I change camera? I don't like this camera. Oh, here we go. Come on. Is there... I've lost my front wing. Oh, this is Murray Walker. Oh, Murray. Yes, lads. Ah!
And it's back to normal racing conditions as the green flag is shown.
No, it's not, Murray. I'm in the gravel. Okay, this is TCAM in 1998. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. My word, F1 games has got... Games in general come through a long way. Oh, dear. Was that me getting engine failure?
There must have been a crash ahead. The drivers must slow down.
Oh, beautiful Apex.
The drivers must slow down.
Oh, that's not going to get annoying. I'm going to hear Murray saying, the drivers must slow down about 500 times now because I can't slow down because I've got no wing. Engine sounds, you know what? Not too bad. Oh, dearie me. Oh, I've lost my wheel. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Turn. No, I'm turning left and I can't turn. Go straight. Go straight. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. Come on. We can do this. We can finish a lap on 3 wheels, okay? Channel our inner Michael Schumacher at Spa. Oh, how has the handling gone better with 3 wheels? It's actually better. I'm actually driving better with 3 wheels. I found the solution. Just lose a tyre. And the handling improves vastly on this Williams. George Russell, I've got an idea for the next Grand Prix, lad. Oh, beautiful Apex. I'm actually no joke. Oh, apart from that, I was driving so much better with 3 wheels on my wagon. Come on, building the power. And we're going up to 2nd gear. And the checkered flag's fallen. I finished 1 lap, and that was my race. And I can't even really do that because I'm having troubles at the end. Oh, fantastic debut, lads! Oh, ready for the big time, I am. So Mika Häkkinen and Michael Schumacher 1 and 2 in that race. No surprise there, really. But this is what we're really wanting to look at here. Williams driver 1 plus 2 laps. Sounds about right. Right, we're going to arcade mode this time because I want to choose my circuits. Let's have a look at what we got here. Interlagos. Looking very flat, very 2D, but I guess that's the nature of games in 1998. I'm going to move away from Williams Driver 1. I've had enough of whoever he is. And I'm going to go for Mika Häkkinen. Oh! As we make the bend. I'm in a McLaren now, so I'm actually good at what I'm doing, and I'm actually leading the race. Monaco, though, here. This is interesting. Where are we going? Where is this Mirabeau? Oh! Oh, we nearly did a Rosberg. Oh, avoid that. Oh, here's the hairpin. Oh, beauty. Oh, we're actually bowling along. Ah! Who would have thought we actually picked a good car? Would actually do well. All right, Monaco Tunnel. Here we go, baby. Oh, look at the shading. Oh, beautiful. And out the tunnel. The glare. The sun glare. There's no sun glare. There's no sun glare at all. But where are we? Where is the undulation? Oh, I got caught up in the wall. Okay, so this the tracks don't have any elevation whatsoever. They're all just flat. I want to go to Sao Paulo just to test that theory. Swing pool, interesting. I've lost the lead to... I don't know who I've lost the lead to because there's no ladder. There's no... Oh, no. Oh, what has happened here? What has happened here? Come on, come on. Here we go. Right, catching up. Right, Murray Walker, where are you, mate? Where are you in your time of need? We need to know what time extended... I didn't know. Wait. Are we playing a time attack? Oh no! I just realised what's happening. We played an arcade race. They probably set this game up in an actual arcade. And so this was like you need to put in like £1 more to play. Oh, what a move down the inside. Did you see that? This is making a lot more sense now. If this was a game designed to also be played in an arcade machine, then it makes sense why it is horrendous as a home console game. Raskas.
Do you get the opinion that Alva's never played an arcade game in his life?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the brake. Oh, the brake's overheated.
Because 99% of all arcade games give you a timer that counts down.
Did you see that? That was quite cool. They're quite ahead of their time there. We don't even know that on the. We don't even have that on the current F1 game. Brake disc glowing and locking the brakes because we slammed them on too hard. They got too hot. There's a lot of play in the braking. When you're braking, that you can really just turn the car quite vigorously. Sorry. I don't know what reverse is, and I can't reverse. You're gonna have to push me, mate. Yeah, push me. Push me. This way. No. Come on. Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. You can just accelerate to get out of the wall. That makes a lot of sense. And now my car's broken. My car doesn't sound healthy. My car is now stuck, and I can't get out of this one. I can't, and I'm done. And I'm done. I'm done here. Okay. Good. What does a replay look like? Okay, no, a replay is just a simple replay of this. And that's it. That's all you can do in this game. So the best part of this game is the fact that Murray Walker commentates if you do a championship Grand Prix race. That is it. Look how excited he sounds. Look, he's overtaken Jarno Trulli. It's great. He's great. Murray's the best part of this game. Move out the way. He buys past Verstappen. Play this game if you want to just hear Murray Walker doing his thing, living his best life, commentating F1. Because the rest of it is horrendous. The handling is abysmal. It's so difficult. And I'm not just saying that, because I'm so used to the model. Even just by 98 standards, I think this is a difficult handling to master. And like I said, there's not much else to play. So yeah, in conclusion, this probably is the worst F1 game, or one of the worst F1 games ever made. And I should have known that from the publisher name alone, Visual Science. But if you guys did enjoy this video and want to see some more retro F1 games, then let me know what you want to see me play next in the comments below. Hit that like button. If you're new around here, do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. And I will leave you with Murray Walker. Goodbye.
I don't know if that spin was down to the car or just bad driving. I think you're being a bit kind there, Martin. It looked like he just pushed a bit too hard. That's got to go down as careless driving, Martin.
There you go. There's Arava reviewing F1 98. And there's an advert. Formula 1 98 was a bit weird. Yes, it was. Studio Liverpool or Codemasters. Hello, Jeremy. Welcome to the stream. Well, there's only one answer to that, really, isn't there? And that's Studio Liverpool. Hands down. Codemasters. Yep. F1 2010. That's about it. Once they went past that game, the quality started to go downhill. But yeah, definitely Studio Liverpool for me. 2001, even though it had quite a few bugs in it. No tyre wear, unfortunately. Even on a 100% race, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, great game. 2002 was an improvement. 2003, unfortunately, was a little bit of a low point because that game crashed regularly. I remember having that, and literally every couple of races it would crash. You had to restart it again. Bit annoying. Then we had 2004, of course, with the career mode for the first time. The worst career mode possibly ever made in existence, but you could tell that it was just a beta test. And they sorted it for 2005. Unfortunately, 2005, it was way too easy, which sort of took the shine off it. But then they came back with what I think was the pinnacle last game, at least on PS2, which is F106. I love that game. And then, of course, to finish it off completely, F1 Championship Edition. But, you know, this is the staple game that even YouTubers today go back to when the current F1 game's pretty shit. They just go back to F1 Championship Edition because it's just absolutely great. Got a few problems, of course. with like the ref penalties if you cut the track, a little bit annoying, but apart from that, it was perfection. And I still say that the graphics on that game hold up against modern games, and don't forget that was running 720p on a PS3, and yet the graphics look sometimes better than F1 25 in many regards. So there you go, great game. Fuck me, this is horrible. Yes, it is. He's slowly learning how little Codemasters has contributed to the F1 franchise. Diabolical game. Clearly, he's never experienced PS1 loading times. No, he surely hasn't. Mind you, PS2, I would say slightly worse for loading. Some of those PS2 games are horrendously slow to load, I have to admit. Proper F1 archive gamer, yes. However, is always so loud and forceful in his delivery. Yes, that's so he can entice the school kids, like the 15-year-olds and the college kids, and that's what it's all about with However. Lackluster is kind. Welcome to F1 98, however, Murray doesn't get any better from there. Or the handling, pretty much. This game is so diabolical, yes. No, however, they never released this as an arcade and it went bust within 3 weeks if they did. That's very true indeed. Williams Player 1 legend, doing his ting. Visual science. I commented underneath that it was rushed in about 6 months. Thank fuck his commentary is over. This game was rushed in time for the last race of the season. Bizarre left to do Metropolis Street Racer. Then they asked Reflections, who decided to make Driver. Then they asked Visual Science, who, funny enough, also did EA's F1 2000 on PS1, and that game was much better. Yes, Russell Kay was the man in charge of Visual Sciences at the time. He sort of done a Donald Trump, to be honest. He assembled his team. I say team lightly. There was 6 members of that team. Yes, he assembled his team very, very quickly and said, yeah, I can do your Formula 1 game. No problem. No problem at all. He was lying through his teeth, of course, because he really didn't have that much experience in making games anyway. But he said, I'll do it. I'll do it. And so in 6 months' time, this is what we got. F1 98. But if you look at it like this, it was made with 6 people. You look at the games now. Latest Battlefield 6 game. I expect there was probably 300 people working on that game at any given time. Probably even more than that. Maybe even 500 people. And then you filter that down to F1 98. 6. Look, I'll hold my hands up. 6 of those people made that game. Yes. In 6 months. Because, as Primal Plenty says, Reflections were going to make it, but then they pulled out to do Driver. So the development gap was just 6 months. Which normally for an F1 game, it's usually about 9 to 10 months. They usually start in the October of whichever year it is, and then their games usually finish by May, June, July of the following year. Although Codemasters in recent years have been pushing that further and further forward. But when they used to bring them out, it was usually July, August, September. That's when they used to come out. So it was like a 9-10 month development cycle. But this was just 6 months. They had 6 months to make that game. And don't forget, the biggest hurdle of all was the fact that Bizarre Creations had left and, as Primal says, gone off to make Metropolis Street Racer. So they had no game engine to work on. If you look at Newman Huss Racing, which is a pretty decent game, I have to say. I do enjoy it. But that game was built on the foundations of the original F1 game. They even had one of the people who made F1 97 actually help out with converting the code to make it into like a champ car, IndyCar situation. So they had that was an enormous starting block for them. So they're just adapting code that was already there. They didn't have to make the code from scratch. Now, Russell Kay, yes, with his Superman cape on and the big S on his chest, had to make that game from the ground up. So he had a computer completely blank with whatever they do to make video games. some kind of CAD system, computer-aided design. That's how you make video games. In front of him, and it was completely blank. And that's what he had to start with. So he had to make F1 up from nothing. So if you look at it from that perspective, I don't think they did a very bad job, to be honest. Really. What you got was what possibly any 6 members of any team could have made in 6 months. Let's face it. That's what you got. So I don't think it was that bad. Obviously it was bad, but yeah, it was made in 6 months. So yeah, what else can you say? Now, I did stalk Russell K for a few months on Twitter. Oh, years ago now, because he sort of dropped off the radar pretty soon after the sort of the F1 games started to go, and of course EA finished up making them. He sort of dropped off the radar, and the latest information I got from him, which was about 3 or 4 years ago now, I think, maybe even longer than that, may even be 7 years ago now, is that he now sells windmills. Yeah, windmill. Not windmills in fields. The energy making windmills. Those big gigantic. Yeah. Apparently Russell K sells windmills. Yes, he sells windmills. So he started by blowing a lot of hot air, saying he could make an F1 game, and now he sells cold air. But yeah, he sells windmills. That's the latest information. I think it's probably 7 years ago now. But yeah, he sells windmills. I know. Very bizarre turn of events that led him to change jobs from programmer to windmill seller. But there you go. There you go. And I found that out through a lot of investigation. Tiny little sort of column on the internet somewhere that just has a little bit about Russell K, and it says that he sells windmills. Crazy. And they made a donkey's backside of that final. Yes, they did. 2001-07, great music and pretty great Formula 1 rookie classes. Can you show the Formula E, WEC, IndyCar messages? Yes, I can. Oh, blimey, look at the time. I'm going to have to do it anyway, because when Formula 1 99 came out, the series got better again when Studio 33 developed it. That's true. However, is a top commentator, to be fair, says Mr. Rugara. Good old visual monkeys. Last F1 game that Sony did, F1 Championship Edition, I felt was the perfect end to the series, given that it was on the PS3 and improved on F106. I agree. Perfect end. Shame it couldn't go any further, but perfect end. Don't forget the T-Monkey in that team. Yes, obviously out of that 6, one of them would have been the intern that made the T. So there's only really 5 members. So even better job. Bizarre offered monkeys the code for 97 so they could do 98, but they declined because they were morons. Yes, basically. Probably just as well. Jesus. Russell K seems to like selling hot air, yes. Blowing hot and cold as usual. Does his windmills give you stop-go bounties for breathing too? Quite possibly. I just thought it was really, really funny. I spent quite a long time, much longer than I should have done, researching Russell K. I just wanted to see what he was doing. And yeah, it just came up that he sells windmills. Programmer of F1 98 and then sells windmills. Yes. Unbelievable. Right. Blimey, look at the time. It's 23 minutes, 12 minutes past the 23rd hour of this day. So I've got to go. So I'm just going to... Why is Plum ahead of me? Oh, we'll do the top fans in a moment, but we'll go to your thingy just to finish off. I'd completely forgotten that I'd started the stream again, actually. So I'm looking at the time thinking, oh, I've only been on for an hour. No, that's not correct, Dave. Right, here we go. Where are we? Here we go. Up a bit there. Make sure I... Right, I think I got it. I think I got it. Right, this is Mr. Paddock 69's WEC calendar. He's got 14 rounds of the championship. Starts at Bahrain, then on to India, Malaysia, Japan at Fuji, Italy is Imola, France is the Le Mans circuit, Belgium is Spa, 8th is Poland, I'm not even going to say that, Tor Cracovia, something like that anyway. United Kingdom is the 9th one, South Africa is Kyalami, 10th is Argentina, the Autodromo Oscar Alvino Galvez. Yes, we know that circuit well. Brazil is Interlagos. The United States is the 13th race at Sebring. And 14th is Mexico. Must spam harder. Yes, Rubens Barrichello, for some people, the Brazilian Bottas. Get back in your box, Blynel. Near midnight. I mean, helium back in your box. Sorry, Bessie. It's almost midnight over here. Make sure you use my latest milk float calendar too. It amazed me, to be honest. I don't know why I'd get number 1. And yes, that is your video at the bottom. Hopefully Vettel joins Porsche for WEC. That's right, with Cracovia. Cracovia is Krakow in Polish. WEC for the win. There you go. Right, what else have we got? So this is a non-MotoGP fan calendar. He's got 23 rounds of the championship. Argentina at the Rio Hondo circuit. Brazil is at the Goiânia circuit. Third one is the USA, which is of course Kota. South Africa is at Kyalami for number 4. Number 5 is Aragon at the Motorland Aragon. France is at Le Mans Bugatti. Italy is Mugello. 8th race is Croatia at the Reviki. 9th is Czechia at the Brno circuit. I remember the Brno circuit. That was on Project Cars. 10th is Germany at the Oosterlijsbaan. 10th is the Netherlands at Assen. 12th is the United Kingdom. The Circuit of Wales. What the hell is that? Where's the Circuit of Wales? Wowzers. Is Wales big enough to have a circuit, or does it just run around the complete outside of Wales? Because let's face it, it's not that big, is it? 13th is Catalonia at Catalunya. 14th is Austria at Spielberg. 15th is San Marino at Misano. 16th is Canada at Mont-Tremblant. 17th Barcelona at the Ricardo. I'm getting very tired now. At 18 is India with Buddha. 19th is Thailand with what are these names? 20th is Vietnam at Da Nang. 21st is Malaysia at Sepang. 22nd is Japan at Montague, and 23rd is the Australian at Phillip Island. What else have we got? Formula E. 22 rounds of the Formula E. Yes, we've got Brazil at Sao Paulo. Colombia is the second one. Oh dear. At the Shakira International Street Circuit. What? As in Shakira? I got the big nipples. No, surely it's not her, is it? I don't know. Mexico is the Autodromo Marinus Rodriguez. 4 is Miami at the Miami International Autodrome. 5th is Canada at the Exhibition Place. 6 is Barcelona at Catalunya. 7th is Morocco at the Marrakesh Street Circuit. 8th is Kenya at the Nairobi Street Circuit. 9th is Monaco, of course, Monte Carlo. 10th is Germany at the Hockenheim. And 11th is Poland at the Krakow Street Circuit. 12th is the Netherlands at the Zandvoort Street Circuit. 13th is Italy at the Pescara Street Circuit. 14th is United Kingdom, but this time at the Donington Park GP Circuit. 15th is Finland at the Helsinki Thunder Circuit. 16th is New Zealand at the Auckland Street Circuit. 17th is Australia at the Adelaide Street Circuit. 18th is Japan at the Tsukami. 19th is Vietnam at Hanoi International Circuit. 20th is India at the Mumbai Expo Street Circuit. 21st is China at the Shanghai International Circuit. And bringing up the rear is the Long Beach Street Circuit. Oh my goodness, is that it? Oh no, we got another one. No, we've done that one. I've done that one. Yeah, I've done that one. Yeah, done that one. That's it, I think. Let's go backwards. One more. No, that's short. Right, okay. There we go. Oh, bloody knackered now. Bloody knackered now after doing that. Hopefully Vettel joins Porsche for WEC. That's right, with Crocavia. Crocavia's Crackles Imposed. WEC for the win. Actually, have you seen the disaster that is a MotoGP design for Argentina? I sent you it. I think I've seen it. I'm not quite sure. WEC for the win. Must keep ahead. Rika. Oh, thank you. Rika. It's a cancelled circuit that I plan to build in Wales. Oh, I see. Well, as I say, that'll probably take up all of Wales because it's not very big, is Wales. That's not my updated FE calendar. So there's more. My latest one rotates a few circuits. I'll send you the updated one. Okay. It looks like I've just been sent the updated one by the fact that my thing just went click. Right. Okay. Right, here it is apparently. Formula E's got Brazil as the first round at Sao Paulo, Colombia as round number 2 at the Shakira International Circuit, Mexico is 3 at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, 4 is Miami at the Miami International Autodrome, in rotation with the Las Vegas Strip Circuit, 5th is Canada at the Exhibition Place, 6 is Barcelona at the Catalunya Valencia Street Circuit, 7 is Morocco at the Marrakesh Street Circuit, in rotation with the Kenya Nairobi Street Circuit. 8th is Monaco at Monte Carlo. 9th is Germany at the Hockenheim. 10th is Poland at the Krakow Street Circuit. 11th is the Netherlands at the Zandvoort Street Circuit. 12th is Italy at the Pescara Street Circuit. United Kingdom at the Donington GP Circuit is number 13. 14 is Finland at the Helsinki Thunder Circuit. 15th is New Zealand at the Auckland Street Circuit, in rotation with the Australia Adelaide Street Circuit. And was that it? I've got another one here. Okay, right. I think we're done. That might be it now. Anything for the bell. Show the new design for Buenos Aires GP I sent you. Am I a puppet on a string here? Puppet on a string? The what? The what? That's weird. It went ping, but I haven't got anything. It went ping, but I haven't got anything. No, there's nothing here. That's weird. That's weird. Not quite. It's a disaster. I certainly think so. As you will soon see, they couldn't make it worse than from its F1 stim. I haven't got it. My thing went click, but yeah, send it again. I haven't got it. My phone went click. Hang on. See if it's on the phone. There might be a delay in the internet. No, it's not here. Oh, wait a minute. Ah. Alright, give me a second. I can't understand why it hasn't come up on here. Oh, here we go. Got it now. Oh, you did send it to me earlier, didn't you? Yeah. I can't keep scrolling back up and down, you know. I'm very, very old. Once it's gone, it's gone. I can't keep scrolling it. Right, here we go. Don't think I can make that bigger because it's on Instagram. But here it is. Here it is. The Buenos Aires MotoGP layout. There you go. I can't make it bigger, unfortunately, because it's on Instagram. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, doop. I've got the magnifier on, but I don't know whether that's... I think that's making the picture worse. Yeah, it is making the picture worse. Right, let's go back to normal. Sorry about that. I tried to magnify it, but it won't let me because I'm streaming through a TV picture, and so it's magnifying the whole thing and not just that little bit in the corner. But anyway, there it is. The MotoGP layout. Yeah, that looks epic, doesn't it? Shite. Awful. Mondello Park is better than that. Opinions, Dave. Yeah. Looks pretty shit, doesn't it, to be honest? It's like another squiggle circuit like all of them are turning out to be these days. But yeah, not a fan. Not a fan, to be honest. Not a fan. Just looks like a generic squiggle like all the circuits are at the moment. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, okay, that's it. I'm out of here. It's ruined. Yes. Anyway, that's it. Thanks so much for watching tonight. Sorry about the stream cutting off, but if that does happen in the future, just hang around. You know, have a little chat amongst yourselves, family members or whatever, for about 5 or 10 minutes, and I guarantee that I will be back on air usually within about 10 minutes. I say it happened the other week and it did actually recover, but this time it didn't, and I had to restart it. But if you just hang around, I'll be back. I'll be back. It's not a problem. Not a problem. Anyway, for me and Mr. TV the Bear. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you for reminding me, Mr. Helium Trophy. That was exactly what I was going to do before I was about to go. I was just thinking to myself, I'm sure there was something I was about to do before I went. You're right. We got it. It's ruined. All to certified. You can go with the top fans to end off. Because that means Okay, here we go, everyone. Just so Paddock can have his moment of glory. Here we go, everyone. Let's hit the music again. Hang on a minute. 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 I can literally play 10 seconds of this before I get copyright matched. So this is it. This is just for 10 seconds of interaction. This is. Let's see if it goes. Here we go. Here we go. I'll lace that up, and now let's go to. Well, clearly you wanted it more. Here we go. Here we go, everyone. Here we go. You ready for this? Oh, wait a minute. The chat's not up. Where's the chat gone? Chat, where? There it is. All right, start again, Dave. Start again. I tell you, I have to do this all myself, you know. I've got no special buttons to press. Only buttons I've got is my mouse. Here we go. You ready? It's gone again. What's happened to the chat? Chat, come back. What the hell? I don't know what's happening. Maybe when I'm pressing the YouTube, it's cutting the chat out, is it? Oh, it is. Hang on. We got to sort that out. Come on. We got to sort that out. We don't want the chat to disappear. Chat, don't disappear. What about now? Ah! Hang on. Let me do this. There we go. Right. Hi there, Pop Higgers. In at number 8, it's Matthew D'Souza with 50 XP. Number 7, it's Lionel Plessy with 75. In at number 6, it's a brand new entry for Jeremy Koiskavate. Sorry, I got it wrong. 75 XP. Number 5, it's Shane Coburn with 75 XP. Number 4, it's Shane Paul with 75 XP. Number 3 is Mr. Regawa with 100 XP. But just off the top spot, it's another week at number 2. It's Helium Trophy with 150 XP, which means once again the winner is Paddock 69 with 150. Oh, fucking hell. I'm still listening to the music in my earphones. You can't hear it at home. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, Jesus. Thank you, Mr. James May. Okay, that's it, everyone. I can easily make you a flat balloon instead of voltage. I'm being gentle in defeat like in snooker. Before you literally pop, not really. I think you missed the joke. Probably, but no biggie. Helium, balloon. Is this the bit you do afterwards? Oh wait, yeah, just ignored it. Tonight we watch an old man have a crisis. We did indeed. We did indeed. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome as always. Thanks to Paddock69. Thanks to Helium Trophy. Oh my goodness, how many more did we have? Quite a few. Mr. Rugara, thank you for joining me tonight. Mr. Plynal Plessy, of course. Who can forget Mr. Plynal Plessy, one of the essential ingredients of the Hookster Talks. He was on there as well. Jeremy, thank you, Jeremy, for joining me. I'm sorry I cocked up your second name. I am English, so I apologise. Who else was in there? Shane was in there. Thank you, Shane. We had Shane Paul as well was in there at some point earlier, I remember. Or was he on that other stream? Oh, I can't remember. It's all... there he is. There he is. Shane was there right at the start. There you go. Oh my God. It has all gone to shit tonight, which is basically a typical Hookster stream. Yes, it's all gone Pete Tong, horribly wrong, but we got there in the end. Yes. And as the last statement is, tonight we watch an old man have a crisis, and that's very, very true. No Will this week, so a lot easier. No Will this week, so a lot easier. Yeah, no Will this week. Yeah, where is Will? Where is the star of the show? Where is the only Yorkshireman of any decent quality here? Where are you, Will? Please come back next week, Will, because we miss you. We all miss you, Will. So come back next week. Thank you very much. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm absolutely knackered. And I'm going for a lie down. So thank you, everyone. You have been awesome as always. And yes, enjoy the Grand Prix on Sunday. Watch Max Verstappen finish 15th place at Spa. And I'll catch you all again on Sunday for the All Seasons. And no doubt we'll be having the usual Grand Prix analysis in the Monday video. Anyway, that's it. Thank you. And...